That's what they said. Okay. So I've seen a lot of love and cute stuff today. And I'm going to follow that theme for some of these things, and for others not. And for that, I'm sorry. But also, you're welcome. I'm going to start with a couple haikus, Western haiku. This one's called It's Urgent. I desire you, like the one with diarrhea desires a bathroom. Oh, and for those of you who've seen me perform before, just expect the exact same stuff, because I'm just practicing. This one doesn't have a name. Smoke drifts by my eye, caresses my cornea. Oh, motherfucker. And this one's called Misstep. That strange feeling when you're expecting something and instead you get. So this next one is called, you keep using that word, I don't think it means what you think it means. And this one comes with a little CW for racism, fetishization, colonialism, and genocide. I was told by my grandma that I am Aniyunwiya, my clan of the long hair Anigilohai. We were colonialized, pushed to assimilate and or die. Colonizers wanted to recreate us civilized. But the brown doesn't wash out, and I am a product of genocide. I see my ancestors surviving through me. I feel their cries through history, and I shout back. With every defiant act, I show them I will survive and protect. White people call me exotic, and I say stop it. Firstly, I am a person, not food, art, or jewelry, so don't talk about me like I'm some pretty foreign thing. Secondly, if I were to buy into that bullshit for a second, I am from Turtle Island, not Australia, Russia, or China. What the ever-loving fuck is exotic about North Carolina? This one is called Loss of a Metamor, CW for death, mention of hard LGBTQ issues, suicide, mention. My lover and their lover, unlearning internalized homophobia, sweet experiments, joyous in their finding, sugar, spice, and everything nice, what queer little scientists. But now the stars in your eyes have gone out. The wind in your chest has died down. The rain from my eyes pours, chest storm, thunderclap, heartbeats loud, and I'm not so sound today. We made a tree your tombstone, and I was inspired to hang on to you, to hang from you, to rest with you, because life felt worse than death after you left. After you died, I could taste you inside our lover's lips, and all I could wish for was the ability to ask you, what the fuck do I do? How do I help our lover learn to live without you? This next one is called Just a Joke. Get into some light humor. CW for rape mention, oppression, suicide, sexist, homophobic slurs, and references to self-harm. Just a little fun. Jokes. Oh, pause. This is an interactive poem, and if I say knock knock, I encourage you to say who's there. Jokes? I love jokes. Sometimes I get so sad, I just need to laugh. Here's a joke. What's blue and smells like red paint? Blue paint. What happened to the red shirt when it fell into the blue sea? It got wet. What's yellow and goes click click? A ballpoint banana. These jokes are funny, and they feel good to me, but not all jokes have punchlines this funny and sweet like the wet red shirt in the big blue sea. Lots of jokes have punchlines about people like you and people like me. I have had hundreds of jokes assault my ears and my mind, and I clench my teeth in terrified anticipation for the anger, humiliation, and dehumanization that comes when I speak up. Please, don't say that. Stop. It really hurts to hear, and it's perpetuating the apathy in our society. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo hoo.
Boo hoo hoo.
Stop crying, pussy. It's not the end of the world. Well, I am perfectly queer, and let me be perfectly clear. When I say that the pain words bring is very real and very devastating, maybe I'm redundant and repeatedly redundantly stating how fucking shitty it feels to hear people laugh at the shit that can get you killed, to hear people laugh at the crushing weight that they'll never have to entertain, the experiences that rattle your insides, turn your guts to ice, making you choke. Do you know what that is? It's a fucking joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
People being emotionally eroded by our society and the way integral parts of who you are displayed by the media as a joke or something gross. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Queer kids have ridiculously high suicide rates, and almost everywhere you look is a survivor of rape. Knock knock.
Who's there?
You know it's going to be a long day when you hear them say, well now, if you'll just let me play devil's advocate and advocate for the white people making jokes about slaves dropping G-slurs and the N-word alongside straight people with their token fucking gays, I'll wear rainbow swag, but I ain't no fag, straight but not narrow. I'm an ally and I'm not shy. I'll speak up about what you need, but if you're mean to me and don't cater to my delicate little feelings, I might just decide to switch sides. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Oh shit, it's the fucking grammar police who say, hey, haven't you heard they, them's a plural, and in the same breath they say transgendered. Baby, hush. Let me tell you a little something about words. Only verbs can be transformed into participles by adding ed to the end of the word, and transgender is an adjective, not a verb. Knock knock.
Who's there?
The words that oppress and distress you ring in your ears when you hate yourself. Those words echo across your world, from TV to movies, from politics to the books on your shelves, to the minds and the mouths of the people you love. Knock knock.
Who's there?
From the mouth of babes we hear regurgitated the sexism, ableism, rape culture, and racism. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Me. Is it funny that I have scars on my arms and legs from taking out the pain of the world on my not-so-fragile frame? Is it funny I get so overwhelmed I can't move, and sometimes the hate is so stressful I puke? Is it funny how my fingers dig into my sides because I'm so uncomfortable inside myself? My ribcage is lined with scars of layers and layers of being ripped open and of ripping myself open, and I can see others who also have stitches in their sides. Is this shit killing them like it's killing me? No. They're just too busy laughing. One more. I was going to split it up, but do I have time to do one more last one? Okay. This is the one that I was telling a friend in the crowd about. This is quite a mouthful. And my apologies if I mess it up, but I decided to write myself like the hardest thing ever to say, because I thought it would be a fun challenge. And it's called No Homonym. Remember back when people were all, no homo? And I was like, yeah, okay. I love homonyms, and no homo means I love you, right? That's how people are using it. I want to find the words to describe it, but when it comes from the pit of my stomach and the ache in my heart and finally filters through my mind, sometimes it gets fucked up. I can't quite describe the way you wreak havoc in the stillness of my sadness. Your hair curls like the waves in the sea, and I can't quite see why you choose to sit with me. Time and time again, we discussed our disgust with the world and its flaws, and you piqued my interest and then peeked behind my walls, and I am awed by your odd way of going about life loudly. Like the way I watch you when we're out and about and I can't quite figure out how to interact. I wish I could just be part of you. With your everlasting charm and grace, you glow like joy, like a sun illuminates behind your face and shines out your eyes. And nothing feels better than when you turn those rays on me and raise my happiness and raise my sadness. I want to be your connective tissue, wrapped around you like sinew. I'm wrapped when it comes to you, and as we fade and degrade from skin and bones to just loose bones, don't lose your bones, because even when we're old, skeletons or ghosts, I'll still want to jump yours. Hours pass, but my desire doesn't. Not a want, but a need. Grab a needle, thread the head, not the end, make us stable. If we wove ourselves together with a little patience, contemplate that with a little slight effort, we've weaved quite the sleight against creation. Welded together before bad feelings may well have welled up between us. Before this dam breaks, we could dam this damn dam. But where our awful might meet might be more awful than existing apart. Our meat, still under skin, meets with less than a hair's breadth between, and part of me thinks we could fix that meat. Your scent was sent to me, born from you and born to me. The wind drifts through my room and through me, thrown back into pleasing memories. Through the throes of missing you and to the highs and lows of you, your name came up in my throat. That word, my favorite in the world, that word around my insides, tasting your name on my tongue and your face in my mind. I while away the hours while I wait for you to come. Like a vice around my heart, you are my favorite vice. If I could get my hand upon your waist, I wouldn't waste a moment. Your head laying on my chest, I wait under your weight for the privilege to wade into your thoughts as I am weighed down by your soothing pressure and your perfect presence. And if I miss you in fair morning, morning becomes slight soft morning, and very much less fair. Though I see bits of you everywhere, like your clothes they're there with their tantalizing scent blows up to the heavens, escorting me into the air. I hope you take solace in the soulless way I make you soar. I take solace in the soulful way you make me soar. And I can't help but wonder if I were less staid, would you have stayed more? My perfect love, with metal comparable to metal. I am very loquacious and in varying cases a little lascivious, depending on which way the moon swings, especially when birds sing backwards. And on days I'm fairly desolate, and you, my dear, may profligate, and we debauched. You, my little prurient, I nick your knickers. Oh, how I owe you. Oh, how I own you, consensually. You trust me even as I trust you. Pride your pride back into pleasure. I pray my prey will praise the way my kisses linger on a stomach, thigh, or finger. Ah, how your pleas do please. Oohs and ahs ooze from my lips as you have mined my mind for seams to fix. It seems you succeeded in seceding the bits of me I didn't need as well as sewing broken seams. I love you, and I trust you love me too, to the end of us two.